Hey, what's up everybody? Andy the Black Dude here, and I just wanted to make a quick little video of why I say what I want. And I say what I want because it makes me happy. And my happiness is number one in my book. I do not like doing anything that makes me unhappy. I do a lot of suffering for my happiness, whether it's, working out, working long hours, physically and mentally exhausting myself with crazy bitches who have my children. Not all of them. I love you. I love you all. But yeah, there are certain things that I just will not do, and censoring myself is one of them. It's not politically correct. It's not widely popular. It hasn't made me popular. But I would rather say what I want and be happy than to bottle myself up and be miserable. And that's my advice to you. Don't do things that make you miserable. Since the past year, since I had my hiatus, I sort of let people control me through silence. And it wasn't fun at all. Because what people do when they don't like what you say is that they can put pressure on you. Like for example, I had past girlfriends who would sort of, if I said something they didn't like, they would put a pressure on me you would not believe. They would make my day a living hell. And that's what certain people do when they want to stop a certain behavior, is they will sort of like put a dark cloud over you to give you some sort of behavior modification. And what these girls hated was that eventually I would say, fucking stop. Do not do this to me. Do not try to impose yourself on me, because it's going to make me unhappy, and then I'm just going to have to lash out. Not obviously not physically. I'm not a slap a bitch kind of guy. That's not me. I'm more of a say what's on my mind kind of guy, and certain things I said might not be nice, and it's never ill-intentioned. I'm not a bitch, and I won't lash out and say something that's untrue. Just don't do what I do not like. Or here's a better way. You do what you like, I do what I like. Excuse me. But don't impose what you don't like on me. It's real simple. It was a real simple strategy that, ultimately ended with me being single right now. And kind of sucks. But you never want to allow people to make you do things that aren't happy, that make you unhappy. And sort of controlling speech is a big thing, and it's a way to keep you small, because I'm a very loud and bombastic person just naturally. And I noticed that I stopped when I sort of lost my voice, when I sort of stopped saying the things that I wanted to say. It was part of the reason why I stopped making videos. I didn't have anything to say, because it was either met with very negative reactions, or people would critique me and tell me that this needs to be edited out. I can't say this. I shouldn't say that. This is not compelling content. And this is just in my regular life. This wasn't even them talking about videos. But when you start constantly trying to censor your words and sort of follow a specific line of logic of speaking to try to soften up all the edges of your words, it can be very hard to speak. Like me, I talk fast as hell. I'm smart as hell, so I use a lot of big words. Like, people will get mad at me for using big words, like it's my fault they don't fucking understand the big words. Like, that's crazy. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean I'm being fucking facetious, which is another big word. It's just that I use big words when I talk. This is how I was born. But some people who aren't there, who aren't as mentally, you know, strong as you, they're going to try to dumb your words down. They're trying to bring you down to their level, and that's not the level that I operate in. I have very highfalutin conversations. I have very fast conversations. I have very smart conversations. My brain works 1,000 miles an hour, whether I'm high, sober, drunk, anything. My brain just always works fast. So trying to slow it down is only going to stifle what I'm trying to say. My mind's a fucking laser beam. I just, it goes everywhere. And I love that about me. And a lot of people hate that about me. Like growing up, I grew up in the fucking hood. Do you know how many fights I got into just from speaking, just from being fucking articulate? But all those fights, all that fighting has made me into the man I am today. A man who can withstand anything, a man who cannot be broken. Like I could definitely be, cracked. My excuse me, my exterior can definitely be cracked, but no one can break me. Trust me, they've tried. I've been physically I've been physically broken. I've been mentally and spiritually broken, and no one has been able to succeed. Or at least the attempt has been done. And I'm not the smartest guy in the world. In fact, I'm like an idiot savant. I'm like a smart idiot, and that's something that I can admit. There's a lot of things that I fall short at. Just speaking and talking and using big words and thinking isn't one of them. Like I've been, now that I'm getting my body as strong as my mind is, I'm going to become unstoppable soon. And this is what I'm trying to project to you, is that you can do it. If you're not good at something, you can get better at it through hard work. And like, I'm the laziest hard worker, that I know. And I want to try to become the hardest hard worker that I know. I want to become a fucking weapon. I want to become a human weapon. And that takes a lot of time. And I want you guys to join me on this process. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. And I want to be a guy who means what I say. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Never let people stop you from doing what you want to do. Think the way you want to think. In fact, like I've been seeing a lot of same think recently. I've been seeing a lot of lemmings. Like the world tries to crush individuality. For example, like I've been alluding to a legal battle that I had to go through, and it was very tough. But the people who were trying to correct and curb my behavior, they didn't want me to fully agree with what I was doing. They just wanted me to comply, that what I said was wrong, what I was doing was wrong. And I never admitted to that I never felt what I did was wrong, so I didn't say that. But it just felt like it's just having wrong think. Like masculinity is something that the world shuns now. Having masculine thoughts seem to be super shunned right now, and I'm not going to allow the world to change me. I'm not going to allow people to change me, because I like who I am. I'm one of the few people in the world who actually, that I know, that enjoy who I really am on the inside. Most people just fake it. No, I enjoy it. I like who I am, and that may be a hard statement since I'm very low on the totem pole in terms of life right now, but you can have nothing and be happy. You can have, I would rather have nothing and my integrity than everything and not my soul. Sorry, that's not how I operate. I operate on a stronger paradigm. I actually believe in a higher power. I actually believe that the things you do now actually have merit in the future. If I just went off my own thoughts, I would think that I wasn't shit. But because there are people around me who have sort of seen my example, who have sort of seen how I operate, who tell me that they are inspired by what I do, it makes me go harder. It makes me know that I'm not doing it in vain. You know, because when you're waiting for that approval from people, you might never get it. There are people that I know that I'm better than that will never tell me that. That I know that I'm stronger than, that'll never tell me that. And that's fine. I am not looking for anyone's approval. I'm looking for my approval. I am my worst critic. You know, I am not satisfied with anything I do. I could work out harder than I ever have and think, I can work out a little bit harder. I can do this a little bit harder. I can do this a little better. And people are like, why are you thinking negative? I'm not thinking negative. I just know that there's a better version of me that's right there that I have to keep on fighting for. I'm never going to rest on my laurels. You know, there are certain things I will never do, and I will never be satisfied and comfortable. But doesn't mean I'm not happy. That just means that I know there's a better version of me out there. So you keep fighting for that better version. You keep putting yourself in situations that make you and other people feel uncomfortable, and you'll know who you are. If you just keep on trying to make other people happy, you will lose yourself. I've seen that happen as well. I can't lose myself. I'm sure if there was a book of who Aaron is right now, it's very clearly defined. I don't even know if it's the version of me I want to be out in the world. I don't know if it's going to be a version I'm happy with. But there is a very clear cut book of who Aaron is. You know, one of those things would be, does Aaron seem like he gives a fuck what people think? There's a clear definition in that book that says no. You know, will Aaron say some crazy shit from time to time? There's a very clear definition in that book that says, fuck yeah, he's gonna say some crazy shit from time to time. And that's just who he is, you know? And some people either like it or they hate it. Thank God for me, a lot of people like it, you know, but some people really hate it. And some people really close to me, some people who have custody of my children, really hate it. Sorry, this is who I am. Am I a bad person for it? No. So keep on being you. It's a hard road to be you, but it's the best road, but to be you. Talk to you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Comment if you don't like it. Don't really care. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace.